Hey guys, welcome back here to the Vegas Dodge Trail. We're here at the very south end of the Las Vegas Strip. Actually, just beyond the very south end of the Las Vegas Strip. On this Saturday night, there's supposed to be some activity somewhere along our route here this evening. We'll see if that activity comes to fruition. But in the meantime, we're glad that you're here and you're going to come cruising with us up and down the Las Vegas Strip. Very grateful for each and every single one of you. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. There's a helicopter up there floating. Looks like it's above the Strip, maybe? Not sure what they're doing up there. But I'm going to wait just a few seconds for a couple more folks to join before we get going here. And wait for everyone to come on in on this Saturday night in Las Vegas. Fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. So this is security guard here. I gotta get away from them because they are just bothering me. They do not like seeing me in here. Go ahead and make this right here. They didn't even wave back. Aw. Well, that's unfortunate. So we're gonna go up here. I will wait a little bit more. I see we have one person joined us. Thank you. Took me a while to figure out. I totally screwed up on the... blanked on the whole Dimes? Exotic Ultra Lounge, it says over here. Okay. Not familiar with that. Joseph, welcome. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah. I got the doors locked and I'm ready to get in and see what there is to see. Tobin, welcome. Thank you for being here. D-Man, welcome. Thank you guys for coming in. I'm going to go ahead and get the party started here. So I am anticipating, I started a little bit earlier than normal. I wanted to start at 5:30, but I screwed up my Prism app. I don't know why. I tried to do it from YouTube, so that cost me some time. But I figure I'm going to be sitting in a little bit of traffic. At least I'm trying to plan for that before I get all the way down to Fremont Street. So they're supposed to be protesting out in front of the federal courthouse. Now the federal courthouse is about 5 blocks south of Fremont Street there on Las Vegas Boulevard. So we'll see if they do in fact get they're supposed to be peaceful. They're supposed to be, you know, adhering to all local laws and all that. But on Wednesday night there was a protest, and for some reason at 9 p.m. the police issued a dispersal order. So then they started with the if you look on YouTube, there are videos of some of the local YouTubers that did not make it home that night. They ended up in jail. So I know there was one that I saw. I think he's like a First Amendment auditor or something. So he's one of those guys that you know, tells police, you know, I'm going to watch you and follow you and make sure you're doing your job. Well, the cops kind of goaded him a little bit because they said to him, yes, Tobin, I know I'm going to probably end up seeing that here in a few minutes, but hopefully it doesn't impede our flow of traffic. But we'll see what there is. It's certainly right along our route here in a little bit as we go up towards downtown. And we got the green light here, so let's take a look. So last night, I don't know if you guys caught it. Well, let me finish the first story. So the cops walked by and they kind of goad the guy, in my opinion, into say, because they were like, you having a nice night? You got nothing else better to do? Because he was down there filming them. And he said his response to them was, honor your oath, and then the B word. So then the cops turned around because they were walking by him, and they arrested him, got him on the ground and all that. And probably would not have been my response to them, but yeah, they were. They charged him with unlawful assembly. It was just him and his wife standing on a corner, and they hit him with unlawful assembly. So it was really interesting. Heavy presence on Fremont. Yes, and did you see, Tobin, did you see it was like, I guess, 1 a.m.-ish as we passed the world-famous Welcome to Las Vegas sign right here on the left. It was like 1 a.m. There was a, yeah, I know, Tobin, I was astonished. So many of us were watching live on YouTube as it happened, and we're all like, oh my God. Like, you know, you're supposed to have the First Amendment. I mean, you know, and all that. And so now that that YouTuber has actually got a lawyer, and he's suing him for, you know, wrongful arrest and detention and all that. And so last night, someone was driving in a white SUV up the strip, and according to the police, someone from that vehicle tossed a firework out in front of Planet Hollywood, and it struck a tree out in front of Planet Hollywood, igniting that tree, going up in flames. So it was a small fire from what they said. Michael, welcome, buddy. Thanks for being here. Thursday night had 100. I saw that. Yes, D-Man. Yeah, they were like marching in 2x2, right? 2x2 formation down Fremont Street. That was a very strange... I know it was a show of force and all that, but it was, I don't know, man, that was like kind of freaky to see in America, right? See the cops walking in 2x2 and like a huge line of them. There had to be at least 150, 200 cops all just walking down Fremont Street. And just wild stuff. So we had one Metro unit peel off and just turn back there. And here is, thank you, Tobin. Yes, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Also check out vids from Mike. Does some sensational sunrise and sunset videos here in Vegas, to include plane spotting and the elusive and mysterious Janet Airlines. Okay, he's peeling off as well. All right. Just try and monitor what's going on around us. There is the Luxor. Oh, sorry about the sun there, guys. Really need to clean the car. Come up here to, I believe this is, yeah, Reno Avenue, right here. But there will definitely be protests along the route. When I drove down here to begin the stream, I saw them all walking from the parking garages over there by the Plaza and Main Street Station. So I just want to stay out of any of that because of what I saw there the other night, like I just described with that First Amendment auditor. I mean, granted, that's, you know, that's what he does, and that's what they look for. But, you know, the fact that he had a camera, I think that probably, I don't know, hurt the cops' feelings or something. So since I'm going to be filming, I'm going to stay as far away from the cops as I can. I don't want to antagonize them at all. Yeah, they don't do what they do in LA. They don't do here what they did in LA with the you know, letting them just run around and torch stuff and all that. And especially with the casinos. Guys, the casinos, again, with the show of force there on Thursday night with the cops, and that 2x2 formation, as you take a look here at the 2/5 scale Statue of Liberty. Exactly, Joseph. Yep, exactly. So that's why the cops are, they were out here on the strip in large presence last night. Heavy presence out here. And then, like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, someone tossed out a firework out of a white SUV, they said, right in front of Planet Hollywood, that struck and ignited a tree, a small tree, they said, and it was a small fire, and it was extinguished quickly. But that sort of thing doesn't happen very often. So it's very interesting that I don't know that anyone's been apprehended for that, so I haven't heard of a motive or anything why someone would do that. But it's been a very crazy week here in Vegas. I know last night from watching Vegas Unlocked stream, Fremont looked to be a little bit light on traffic. Exactly, Tobin. Yes, yes. You know, it's so funny you say that. I was saying that on almost every video that I was doing today. I'm like, the police in Las Vegas are here to protect and serve the casinos. Not the rest of us. Obi-Wan, welcome. Thank you for being here. National Bourbon Day. Right on, Mike. Yes. We got some playoff hockey. They should have dropped the puck by now for Game 5 back in Edmonton. But traffic on the other side looks to be a little light. Now they've manipulated it a little bit because of the lights. Some of the lights last longer than the others. But let's just take a look and see. There's M&M World and Coca-Cola. Marshall's right there. And there's the Hard Rock Cafe. So we've got a Metro unit over there just with his blues and reds going on the top of the vehicle. Doesn't look like there's much going on. He's just making his presence known, it looks like. So Boulevard here, Boulevard Mall, should be opening up in full force very soon. But ABC stores over here on the right, great place to save on your libations when you're here in Vegas. Dolce & Gabbana, Gucci, these are all part of Crystal shops right here. Fendi, Tom Ford, Yves Saint Laurent, Prada, etc. You know that any protesters that come down to those stores are going to get apprehended in a hurry. And again, not like LA, where they were in and out of that Apple store there. What was that on? Was that last Saturday night or Sunday night? So here's Planet Hollywood. There's a Metro unit right there. I can't tell where the tree is that was struck. They may have just taken it down. Probably not a good optic thing for them aesthetically. But don't see anything here that looks like it's charred out here in front of Planet Hollywood. Yeah, my guess is they probably took it out. The optics of all that sort of thing. So I'm not seeing any sign of it at all. Yes, have a few with vids from Mike as well, Obi-Wan. He is, it's getting wild in LA. Wow. Yeah, the cops, they don't do anything. They don't, it's crazy. And I really thought there were going to be more protests here all week. There was the one Wednesday night, and then Thursday night again, they did that show of force walking down Fremont Street in 2x2 formation. And again, about 150, 200 of them, I would estimate. And they just went from the east side of Fremont Street Experience all the way over to the west side. Which was weird. It was weird because it was on a Thursday, and so it was the day after the Wednesday protest. Yep, they stand back and watch, exactly. Serve and protect, huh? It's crazy. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, right on, Brother Mike. Yes. Yeah, guys, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Sal, welcome. Thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe, and also check out vids from Mike, VIDSFROMMIKE, as well as Cinnamon and Jupiter here on YouTube. Nonviolent Wow in Olympia. That doesn't surprise me, though. Yeah, they up there in the state capitol. Yeah, it's weird how they don't do that. Seem to do that in Carson City here. Carson City is like such a small little town too here, the state capital. They'd have to like really go out of their way. So we've got Some folks looking like they're blocking traffic here, okay. And Bellagio over here off to our left, but the sun is beaming right in there. And Cali Drives, yes, Sal. Is that the same Sal? Sal G, is that you? I thought that was Sasquatch. Unfortunately, the officers... Yes, absolutely. Yep, the leaders just do not back them. And that's the crazy part. There's the Bellagio there. And we've got the misters going on down here like crazy, of course. Being 100 million degrees. Car actually says... The car says it's 127 degrees. But, again, that's like the car temperature. You used to be Sasquatch. Now you're just Sal. Right on, brother. Yeah, so it was, it's been a really crazy week. We'll see what happens when we get up here more towards downtown. I don't want to circle or anything up there because I don't want the police to think that I'm in any way involved. I'm just going to pass through one time and then we'll take a look around Fremont Street and see it. Now, this thing is supposed to go on between 5 and 7 p.m. here. At least that's what the organizers said. But on Wednesday, some of them peeled off and went up towards Fremont Street, and then you saw a massive police presence there on Fremont on Wednesday night, in addition to Thursday night. But we're still a little bit south of the federal courthouse here. Bottled Blonde right there. I haven't noticed that place. Next to Horseshoe there, next to Old Red. Bottled Blonde. Okay. Yes, in the middle. I saw that. As soon as I saw that schedule, I'm like, oh no. I'm like, oh no, Tobin. I'm going to be right here. Look at this. Look at this. What? Wow. And that's like the 7th time that's happened to me today. They just come over. They rely on you to stop. There's the Flamingo right there. And then there's Caesar's Palace. I wonder if they have a bank of phones in there. Bank of payphones. Link Promenade. Yeah, so the crowds here, you got some crowds over here on the sidewalks. It's not completely empty here. Hey, Mark. Yeah, so I did actually. I was watching it live. That was absolutely awful. Just a tragedy all around. I could not believe what I was watching. My wife and I were both watching that. Yeah, at least it had a license plate, exactly. So many of them here in town that do not have the license plates. And there is the Hard Rock continuing to take shape. Looks like they've added the 3rd floor now. At least I'm guessing that's the 3rd floor. Along with the Mirage. Still awaiting its refresh there. Yeah, I'm not sure what the motive was for the whole heaving a firework out. At least that's what they said it was. It was a firework out at the front of Planet Hollywood last night. It is coming along, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty amazing, especially considering that the A's stadium still hasn't even really started to do anything down there, and it is June. They said that it was a June time frame. They were looking to break ground down there, but the cranes are at full 90-degree angle there. The winds are pretty light. Yeah, D-Man, I would agree with that, yeah. Yeah, if you guys have been watching the channel for a long time, and I know a lot of you in chat have, I've said it so many times, the police in this town are so reactive. So very, very reactive. They do not proactively police, and unless it's in front of a casino. I mean, that's the caveat, because they serve and protect the casinos. So Sal, that is you, Cali Plains? So wait, I'm still confused. Is that you, Cali Plains, buddy? Yeah, you know, Tobin, that's a very good point. I was watching Papi Chulo earlier this week, and the Las Vegas Papi Chulo show. 2-0. Wow. Why couldn't they do that at home? And he said that Casino Royale. That's you. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Sal. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe to Cali Plains as well. That's CaliPlanes. Great to see you, Sal. Thanks for being here. And Cali Drives as well. CaliGrives. Terry, welcome. Thanks for being here. Also, by the way. Yeah, so just very reactive. From everything I've read about that whole incident, that could have been prevented. The fact that it wasn't, and they said that there was an altercation down on the strip like a month ago or something, and it's funny, or not on the strip, it was an altercation down on Fremont. And it's funny because I went back and looked at some of the videos that people were posting about that, and it was the Fremont Street security was on it. They were I think they were watching them or something. So it was really, they were very proactive down there. And so, you know, kudos where it's due. Kudos to Javi, the general manager down there. He really did a good job keeping an eye on things, making sure everyone was safe. But yeah, this was in Clark County and Metro. Unless it's a casino, they just don't do anything, unfortunately. Yes, they are. I mean, that's the thing. I've rarely run into anyone who has you know, given me any issues, Sal. It's really, so yeah. So I'm sorry, I forgot to mention. So Papi Chulo was saying that the manager at Casino Royale was saying that all of these strip casinos were going to get together and determine whether to ban live streamers entirely as a result of all this. That's going to affect quite a few channels. I'm thinking of Papi Chulo. I'm thinking of Jojo the Squirrel. I'm thinking of certainly Steven not leaving Las Vegas. That'll affect him. Very sad. Yeah, 2 families changed forever. It should have never come to that. And just very, very sad. Anna Kay, yeah, she's another one, yeah. Yeah, they can't ban it from the sidewalk, absolutely, yeah. ACLU will be all over that if they tried that. But inside the casinos, yeah, like, I mean, there's so many people that go, like sometimes, I know a lot, not leaving Las Vegas, he'll start his stream inside one of the casinos. But a lot of them, they end their live streams inside the casinos with them gambling. Which, again, I always thought was good publicity for the casinos, especially if they win something. But that's rare. So, Sal, you're not here tonight, then? I was hoping to run into you tonight. It is bad, yeah. As we get closer to downtown, yeah, that's why I wanted to start it a little bit early tonight. But, yeah, as we get closer to downtown, and they're not supposed to be blocking the roadway or doing any of that. I'm curious to see if the cops actually redirect us when we get up that way. They were. I didn't know that, Tobin. Wow. Oh, sure. Go ahead, Suburban. Yeah, no problem. So we cross Sands Avenue here. We got a Metro unit over there on the left. I'm sorry, on the right. And then there's another one over here on the left. Oh, no, it's an ambulance. So I'm not sure if this is some sort of medical emergency or what happened here. But there is fire rescue over there. And then the Metro unit. Supervisor, okay. So, you know what, Tobin? That's true. Yes, D-Man, absolutely. Next week. Okay, cool. So next week, I know, Sal, they're doing Robin Thicke here, the Robin Thicke concert. So you'll be here for that one. I think it's at the 3rd Street stage there, which is in between the D and 4 Queens. And I think it starts at 9. Yeah, Tobin, so I went into like ChatGPT and I asked, can you be a street performer or whatever on the strip? And it said yes. So I think live streamers would probably fall into that category, although they don't stay stationary, of course, because that would be boring, but you'll be there for, awesome, good. So just be forewarned, you're gonna have to go through a metal detector for that, Sal. And they won't let you carry a backpack. They'll only let you have like a clear type of backpack or whatever, and it's like a small one, like the 8x8x18. Your equipment will probably have to stay in the room or in the car. Just FYI. So yeah, still moving along here. Resorts World over here. Peppermill. New hours, restaurant and fireside lounge open. 7A to 2A. They're open a long time. And again, nothing like the Peppermill there. Yeah, Sal, I would, in fact, go on the Fremont Street Experience website, because I was looking at the measurements, but I don't want to misquote it. I want to make sure I get you the right information. Go look on there and see what the measurements are that they're requiring. Hey, everyone, take a shot. Here we go. No tag on the vehicle in front of us. Happy Bourbon Day, everyone. There we go. Cinnamon, welcome. Thank you for being here. Guys, please like and subscribe to my wife's channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter, here on YouTube. A lot of horns honking down here. I think everyone's on edge. It really seemed that way today, just driving around town. Like everyone just seems to be on edge or something. And I know it was really weird. I was watching, who was I watching last night? I was watching JoJo, down on JoJo the Squirrel down there. No problem, Cinnamon, I understand. And JoJo the Squirrel and Jeepers Creepers was there with him. And he showed him a video of what was going on down on the strip there in front of Planet Hollywood. And we're like, what? And they're like, no, that's fake, Jeepers. No, that's not true. And sure enough, it was spot on. We're like, wow. A lot of disbelief going on here in Vegas this week, for sure. So the Sahara right up here on the right. 53 of you here. Thank you guys so very, very much for being here. Please like and subscribe. Really appreciate you being here. Also check out Cali Plains. Tobin, would you mind dropping the links for Cinnamon Vids from Mike and Cali Plains, Cali Drives? Now that we've got more folks in here. Really appreciate you guys joining. This is interesting. There's not a whole lot of traffic here at Sahara. But we're getting closer. I'm gonna probably skip the Hangover mural this evening just because I don't know what to expect up here. But I'll do it next week, assuming there's no more protesting. We'll see if there's any more protesting after this weekend. Awesome. Thank you, Tobin, so much. And there is the Welcome to Las Vegas Arches right there in front of us. Or do we just want over under it? Yeah, Vids from Mike. He also does like weather time-lapse drone videos, which is really, really cool when it actually does rain here in Vegas and you see the clouds just kind of explode. The cloud tops go sky high into the stratosphere, or whatever the top one is. I don't even know what the top one is anymore. Stratosphere, troposphere, Google sphere? Is that a thing? Oh, cool. Thank you. Thank you, Cinnamon. That's awesome. That's a great idea. Very cool. Heart, soul, funk, food, drink, art, gaming. Downtown Las Vegas, it says on that banner on the street light there. And then you got the 50-foot tall street girl, showgirls over there. Street girls. No. Showgirls over there. 503 Gordo, welcome. Thank you for being here. 503, that's Oregon, I believe. Oregon. One of those. So Main Street here, you branch off, forks off up here ahead, off to the left, and that's where the Hangover mural is, the Hangover 3 mural. Blackie Sanchez, welcome. Thank you for being here. Right on. $3.35 a gallon for regular and leaded there at Arco. That's a good price. But because of what's going on in the Middle East, they're saying we're going to have an increase in fuel prices here shortly. See if that comes to fruition too. But this is where you would be walking in between Fremont Street and the Las Vegas Strip if you chose to do so. So take a look at the neighborhood around as we continue northbound here on Fremont. Vegas Darcy, welcome. Thank you so much. Yeah, Sal does some terrific plane spotting, man. And he's out there. Goodness, he was out there, I think it was at 7.5 hours yesterday at San Fran. And it's just really, really cool. And it's more than just plane spotting, really. He interacts the way he interacts with his chat and stuff during the lives. It's really, really cool. He's got an awesome community of people on there. And it's a lot of fun to watch. As well as Vegas Unlocked. They are awesome. Awesome. We finally got to watch them last night for a little bit after we put the boys down for a nap. A long summer's nap here. Sal's a very cool dude, yes. Very laid back, very genuine. And what you see or hear on TV, on YouTube, or your phone, is exactly what he is in person. He is that same guy. And that's really, really cool to see. I've met there have been a couple of streamers who are nothing like their online persona here in town. It's unfortunate. But, because we're all just out here kind of doing the same thing. You would think that we would all be a community. As we now cross Charleston Boulevard, we are rapidly approaching the 500 block of Fremont Street. And Karen's new food channel, thank you, Tobin. Yes, she just launched her new food channel here on YouTube. Traffic looking pretty light up here. As we approach gas, I see lights up ahead though. But while we have a moment, I'm going to... Oh, so because you see them right there with the signs. They're heading up that way. So here we are at Pawn Plaza, home of Rick Harrison's creation. I wonder how many of these people... Because this lot is full, right? I mean, it's pretty full compared to what we normally see. I wonder how many of these people are actually up there at the protest. Just parking here. Because it's free. And if anyone's monitoring that, I don't know. Yes, perfect, Michael. Thank you so much. Right on. So there is his bar. So the whole thing is his over here, Pawn Plaza. But there is his bar right there with the balcony on it on the second floor. And that's his barbecue spot just underneath it. Put some south in your mouth, it says right there. Rick's Bar, now open. Sometimes on Friday nights, he is said, rumored to be in there. No, he has been in there. And 10,000. Wow. Tobin, wow. He's been in there tending bar, and you can go in there and take a photo with him and all that. I'm waiting for his next appearance because I need to get in there and get a photo with him. That is just some... Oh, they do have security out front here. Okay, good. All right. Let's see what we've got up here. one more look here at the History Channel's Pawn Stars building. So here we go. Paid parking, of course, at the wedding chapel. Oh, they've got to get in on it. All right, so motorcycle cops are redirecting traffic. I'm not going to be able to drive in front of them. Yep, they've got it all blocked off here. Oh, we've got a red light here. I'm sure not going to run that in front of him or them. Those cops gotta be hot. It's 100. The car still says 127. Oh, that's nice. Into kimchi, right on. Thank you for being here. I did not know that. Yeah, so unfortunately, okay, we've got the pedestrians here. And this thing again supposedly started at 5. Why are these folks just showing up now? That does not portend a good thing for later in the evening. I'm hoping I don't have a problem trying to park down here as well. So we're gonna go ahead and get over here. It looks like they've got a paddy wagon up here ahead of us for those that do not comply with their orders, etc. Shannon, welcome. Thank you for being here. Mark. Oh, let me make this left here. Rider's Block, it says there on that building. I didn't realize. So this must be all the traffic they're redirecting the other way. Nice, Sally. That's the way it should be. I'll have to check that out. If my usual spot is not available, I'll definitely have to check that out. Yeah, Mark, I think YouTube took it down. Yeah, thank you, D-Man. Yeah, very tragic event. So we're all honking horns. Poe, welcome. Thank you for being here. And so this is the back of the courthouse, I believe. Right here in front of us, where it's kind of bends out on the left there. The federal courthouse. Which I believe the news said is where the ICE offices are housed. So that's why they're protesting out in front of there. Stephen, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know what these guys are doing. Water, sandwiches, snacks. I don't know if they're selling them. They have them on like a little wagon and they just walk by. I know in LA they were walking around with like 40 packs of water, just handing out water for them down at those protests. Oh God, this guy wants in. All right, finally. Let's get some movement, guys. A lot of people out here I see with kids too. Over here on the left. It is closed, yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised that, I think it was open on Wednesday night when they had them down here Wednesday. And it was because they started spilling out into the street. That's when they ordered the unlawful assembly at like 9. And then everything just went nuts after that. See some of the folks over here. Oh, well. Yes, Stephen, yes, that's right. At the Ogden, we were talking about you last weekend. Yes, that's very rare, Joseph. Very rare. So, you know, the thing is with the only thing for me is with these kids down here, you have a lot of people with the F word on their big, you know, banners and placards and stuff. I wouldn't want, you know, my sons to have to. Okay, let's continue. So passing Clark now, named for Clark W. Griswold. There's a metro unit right behind me here. I don't know. He's got his lights on. Let me see if he's... Are you coming after me, dude? No, I don't think so. But there is Metro right over here on our left. Let's see if these guys will let me back in. And I can't believe these guys aren't trying to get out of the way of the cops. And I can't believe the cops aren't, you know, on those loud horns that they have. Buzzer things, right? Police escort, yes. Vegas Don is here, everyone. Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. So El Cortez is up there in the distance, next to the Ogden. The Ogden's the one on the left, all white, and then the El Cortez is on the right in like that reddish type of hue. And the cops are actually being patient here with the people not getting out of their way. But it must not be much of an emergency. I wouldn't think. They're waving at him. They're waving at the cops. Being genuine. Obi-Wan. Yeah, my God. Yeah, there it is, right there, Steven. Yep. So is it loud up there, like at night with the bands and everything going down on Fremont? I mean, do you hear all that up there? I've always wondered about that. Shine the light through your window, yes. Just like Sal does on Cali Plains. Yes. The pilots shine their, go ahead. Dude, go before you let me, oh, he's got a cop, I'm sorry. All right, now I'm in the middle of an intersection. Yes, the cops, so the thing there is that the pilots will shine a light when they know that Sal is there, plane spotting, as a form of saying hi. It works, yes. That's awesome. See, that's one of the cool things about watching Cali Plains. You never know. And you got, so there's one pilot with it, was it Lufthansa you got a good relationship like that with? I think so. You put up his name and I never remember it, but Captain something. So we're still in the back of the courthouse here. Oh, so you live on the north side? Okay, cool. Okay, we're cleared here. So this is Bridger here. Yeah, that's really, really cool when they shine the light. That's awesome. Everyone loves to see that. And ladies and gentlemen, if you look out the right side of this aircraft, you can wave and say hi to Sal from Cali Plains. More protesters. No kings. Las Vegas demands a royal flush. Okay. That's creative, I guess. We don't do politics on this channel, so I'm not getting into, you know, sides or anything like that. There are plenty of YouTube channels for that sort of thing. I think, what is this? Top flight security over here on the right? Supervisor, it says. I can't tell what it says on the door. I totally understand, Sal. Yep. Totally understand. Mark, welcome. Thanks for being here. So here we go. I guess these folks are leaving. It's supposed to go till 7, but all right, so Bridger, and I don't know why people are turning left to go west on Bridger up here, because it looks like there's a whole bunch of people on both sides of the sidewalk over there. It is now 6:30, a half hour before this event is supposed to conclude, at least legally. This guy's wearing holding a sign that says, "Good luck silencing my wife." Okay. Yeah, Joseph, absolutely. That would be a good industry to be in tonight, for sure. Yeah, I'm really eager to get down there on the ground in Fremont, and I want to take a look and see what's going on. So we've got Bridger and then Carson. I don't know if we're going to make it up to Fremont, because everyone wants to turn left here. And I can't really see anything over on Las Vegas Boulevard over there. I'd even go up here and try and make a right if I could, but it's blocked by the cars parked on the side. 10-hour limit. Pay to park. Monday through Friday, 8A to 6P. Okay. So I guess it's free parking on the weekends. Out here on this street, at least. But there's a bunch of pedestrians up here, so there's vehicular traffic. Okay, so we got some motorcycle cops coming up here right behind us. 1, 2, 3 of them. They're about to pass us. And 1 on the right, 2 on the right, 3 on the right. They're like, just don't mess with the casinos, guys. Pathfinder, welcome. Thank you for being here. Very, very cool. Pathfinder, could you please drop your Instagram in the chat? Pathfinder has an awesome Instagram. Definitely check that out at your leisure. So that says protective force, but they have green lights. So this little white SUV over here on the right, on the other side of the caravan, it says dispatch supervisor protective force international, and then green lights, a green light bar flashing inside the front windshield. So they're top flight security. I'm making a Friday, actually a Friday after next joke. Or no, no, that's next Friday. That was next Friday, yeah. Absolutely, Pathfinder, yeah. I love finding good people. It is very, very rare in this day and age. Check this out, these guys over here. Top flight security. Josh, welcome, buddy. I didn't even realize that was you that made that comment. I just looked at Josh 702. Guys, please throw a like and subscribe to Josh 702 as well. He covers live concerts here in Vegas. Not like the big names. At least I don't think so. But like the local bands that perform and stuff down here. And I guess they were doing... Oh, thank you, Pathfinder. You're too kind. You are too kind. I'm reading some of these placards. These guys, I can't repeat them back to you guys because, you know, community standards and all that. Just wow. Thank you, Tobin. Right on. Excellent. Yeah, Josh covers Spandex Nation, in addition to some of the other local bands down here. Living Color. Oh, yes. Yes, that was the one that, that was the one that kicked it off, I think, right? The summer series here. Okay, more sirens I'm hearing, but I can't tell where they're coming from. All local bands. Right on, Josh. Yes. You and Karina, too. Karina does Spandex Nation. Blocking Las Vegas Boulevard. They are essentially not allowing the protesters to share their message with anyone since there's no one over there driving by to see their message. So it's pretty much an echo chamber. So it's an ambulance coming up here behind us. Sugar, yes. Yeah, they'll be down here tonight. I will do my best, if I can, to try and go live for at least a portion of that. We'll see. We'll see how the battery's doing. We'll see how the events around Fremont Street unfold here this evening. And again, guys, if you're new to the channel, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. Really appreciate you being here. Jim Rockford, the Rockford Files. Yes, I saw you the other day, and I was like, oh, Rockford Files. That's... Thank you for being here. Very long, yes. And it doesn't help that it's like all these people want to turn left, and the cross street, they're running the light, so no one can turn left from here. And it looks like they're... I can't tell. It looks like they're using our side of the street coming at us on the other side of the light too. Yes, Cinnamon, I remember you told me that, yeah. I used to love that show. Driving around in that brown, was it Firebird or TA? I think it was a Firebird, right? And then someone would try, you know, getting away from him. I'm like, you're not getting away from that Firebird. Being a kid, you're not getting away from him. Yeah, Pathfinder. This has just been a really, really strange week here in Vegas. Let me see if I can see around what's going on. So there's like no one. Well, they go up. Okay, so this is the problem. Everyone wants to turn left here for some reason. I'm not going to turn left because you're just going to sit in traffic there. So I'm going to go straight, but I'll show you guys that off to the left. And that's where they're all honking their horns, and all the protesters are right over there, 1 block west of us. And there's some more police right there. Oh, nice, Josh. Okay, cool. Very cool. Good to know. Let me get around this guy. I knew you were going to do that. Go past Carson here. So this is Fremont Street, right in front of us. at this light. Yeah, the local lots down here are going to be making a lot of money. So they are blocking Fremont right here. Yes, thank God, Obi-Wan. And they're blocking it. And you can see they have the zip ties, the plastic zip ties on their waistbands there. They're anticipating problems. It appears prime rib 1995 there at El Cortez. Still kind of a deal. The one down at Tony Roma's, I believe, is $17.95, which is inside Fremont Casino. We'll make this right here onto Fremont and show our usual drive here. I won't be able to do much in the way of getting over to like Main Street and stuff. I don't know. We've got, looks like protesters here in front of Container Park, in front of the Praying Mantis. Sal actually has a very cool video on his on Cali Drives of the Praying Mantis. Check that out. Throw him a like and subscribe. Also, vids from Mike. Please throw him a like and subscribe. And my beautiful wife, Cinnamon and Jupiter. As we continue eastbound here on Fremont. So yeah, the fact that they didn't let anyone drive up and down, look at this, it's all plywooded off right here. This is what, 9th Street? Oh, that's goodness. Maybe that was part of what happened last Wednesday night. Don't go past the high heel. Yes, exactly, Sal. That's very good advice. Do not go past the high heel here on East Fremont. Thank you, Tobin. Right on. A lot of these folks on their... yeah, I think I'm just going to park it outside the regular place, because this is going to be a nightmare trying to park down here tonight. And then we have, this is 13th Street here with Los Gables Court over there on the left. Very cool stuff. Go down here. So of course there's no protesting over here because, yeah, this is a pretty, there's a lot of calls for service in this area. A lot of calls for service. Got Siegel Suites over there on the left. I'm going to go back up here and turn around and head back. I want to give you guys a glimpse into East Fremont here. We have, that was a school police unit that was just traveling the other way there. They're getting involved in the action. And then on Wednesday night, we also saw the Highway Patrol was, I guess, called out to maybe support Metro. I don't know. Because like Tobin has pointed out here on the channel, the city marshals are here to protect city property, but a lot of this property that's down here is either private or, like they're in front of the courthouse, that's federal property, so they're not going to be involved, the city marshals. They're only going to be involved there on Fremont Street. So you really have like a triple layer of protection down on Fremont Street with, I mean, Metro is down there. They're reactive policing. The marshals are down there. And then you also have the Fremont Street security force, which, again, kudos to them, because they got out in front of some problems before they could have gotten worse. And we see that a lot, actually. I see it on other people's streams. I never really see it on mine. But usually when a problem goes down, they're right on top of it. That security force, they have a very good system of communicating and making sure that any issues are knocked out right away. I would say it was pretty normal there in front of Bellagio. Yeah. Hector, welcome. Thanks for being here. Right on. Yes. Maryland Parkway, which is still under construction. Be under construction until about the 24th century. And 11th Street. I'm going to make sure I go nice and easy through here because there's all sorts of undercover units in here too. So there's plywood over here too. So that looks like they were smashing glass there. And let me stop here because we have someone in the wall. Make sure they get across. Okay. Two, absolutely, Josh. Yeah. Absolutely. Nice, Pathfinder. Yeah. Have a blast. That's what this town is supposed to be about. And it's good with all the problems of the day to be able to relax and enjoy yourself. The problem is that some people take it a little too far, unfortunately. Virtue Vice, it says, in front of that building. Not quite sure what that is, though. Virtue Vice. All right. Downtowner Motel, apartments over there on the right. I'm going to see how far up. Oh, no, that's right. They're going to make me turn up here. Yeah, some people just cannot handle their alcohol, and that's, you know, unfortunately the way it goes. All too often. Oof, that's sun. Apologies for that. I'll get that out of the way here in a minute. That is a bright sun. So this is 7th Street, and then 6th Street is where they had it blocked, and they still have it blocked. So I'm going to make a right here onto 7th Street. It is beaming, absolutely, yeah. I'm going to see if I can go up to Stewart here. Stewart! And why are we stopping at a green light, guys? Thanks. Weather like, so right now, well, the car reads 127 degrees. But again, that's the, you know, the heat coming off the pavement and all that affecting the sensor. Officially, I would say we're close to 110. I think it was set to be like 107 or 108 officially today. Tomorrow we're under an excessive heat warning or something. So usually they issue that when we hit 110 or above. 100 and a little witty. Okay, cool. Thank you, Mike. No to the wannabe dictator, this person's sign says over here. Okay. So I'm gonna see what happens here on Stewart. Nice, Josh, right on. Very cool. Are you guys crossing the street? Oh yeah, see it's, oh my goodness. They got it all jammed up over here too. Hot, yes, definitely. The only saving grace is that it is a hot heat, a dry heat, correction, dry heat. Because anything more than that, the moisture, the humidity, whoa, your clothes stick to you and all that. Guys, I'm gonna have to turn around because I'm gonna get stuck in this traffic. Yep, it's really bad up there. So I won't be able to do my normal Main Street drive. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and park, but I want to take a moment and say thank you all so very, very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Uncle Cliff, welcome. Oh my God. The one time you joined my chat. My pleasure to meet you. Uncle Cliff is a very, very cool guy. Very, very awesome. Thank you for being here, Uncle Cliff. Yeah, we got to see you. I got to see you there with Michael Jackson. There, Tony, his name is. Yeah, one of the performers. The Michael Jackson performers. Really, really cool stuff. Thank you for being here, Cliff. I appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, so, also, let me, where'd it go? There he is. Okay, let's do this real quick. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to park the car, and then I'm going to try and go find Michael Jackson, get some of those videos real quick, and then I'm going to go live. So, please join me. I may be live earlier than 8:30. I don't know yet. My only issue would be because there's so many people down here, my only issue may be lag on the stream and stuff. And if that crowd moves over here to Fremont Street, that's another thing too. I want to hurry up and get over to Fremont before they close it off, because that's what they did on Wednesday. So I want to hurry up and get over there and get through that before they decide to close it off to people. I don't want to be associated with people like, that are supposed to be causing trouble, if that's what the cops are thinking. So I will end it now, but please, I hope you're able to join me again in a little bit. It is 6:45 right now, local time. I will try and get online at 8:30, if not before. Thank you, guys, so very, very much for being here. I really appreciate you, and I love you guys. Thank you so very, very much. Uncle Cliff, thank you for being here. That means a lot. You've never been here before. I appreciate that. Shout out to my mods. You guys are terrific. Thank you guys for staying on top of things. Tobin, Cinnamon, Michael, Josh, thank you guys so very, very much. Really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you, Sal. Yes, definitely keep an eye on me. I will definitely be live later. I just hope I'm not lagging too much. That's the only thing. But you will see me in a few. Thank you again, guys, and I will hopefully see you very soon. And as always, remember, here on the Vegas Don channel, it is the journey, where what happens in Vegas stays right here on the Vegas Don channel on YouTube. We will see you soon, you guys.